Hey guys, and welcome to Critically Awesome. My name is Trent,
And I'm Garrett.
and we are Critically Awesome. Now, we do not have Igor with us, unfortunately.
Sadly.
He had that's the whole reason why we delayed it in the first place, was hopefully get Igor involved, but he is on a trip and got slightly delayed. But
Yes.
we won't hold it against him this time. Anyways, enough of that. Garrett, you want to go ahead and we are Critically Awesome. Strange. I thought I heard myself speak there for a second. All right, so we don't have any guests to introduce except for myself and Garrett. So we are going to go ahead and go out to shout-outs. I didn't get any shout-outs other than, of course, my mother. Hi, Mom. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Dad, I guess. Anybody who's watching. Hopefully my sister Hannah is watching. That'd be awesome. Garrett, do you have any shout-outs?
None was given to me, but of course, my parents, of course, who watch, which I don't know if Mom watches at all. Of course, Dad watches, and Mallory watches a little bit, I think, as well. So, shout out to you guys if you guys are watching tonight, or if you watch anytime in the near future here.
Yeah, for sure. We are always wanting people to watch afterwards. Guys, we are also going to be having a poll. I'm going to try to figure out how to get that set up. Since today is Critically Awesome's movie death match, we have our poll. There is a little eye in the right-hand corner of your viewing screen if you were to move your mouse over it. If you click on that eye, the poll is who won, Trent or Garrett. I am going to be defending Inception. Sorry, I just watched.
You're be defending Gone Girl with me? Awesome. Thank you. This is gonna be so much easier now without having Inception in that mix, I'm
going to be defending Inception, and Garrett is going to be defending Gone Girl. So in that upper right-hand corner, if you click on that, all you have to do is click either Trent or Garrett. We are going to go ahead and click Trent. That'll be my vote. Garrett is going to click his vote, and it's going to be 50-50 by that point. I am going to be periodically checking that poll to see which one is winning. Do not forget to vote if you're watching, because that vote will help us determine who is the winner. We've made it so much easier for you guys.
Although I think last time I won because I was definitely more passionate than you were.
I don't think you won. I don't think anybody won.
No, I was a lot more passionate in what we were talking about last time.
I don't think so.
I do.
What was our podcast?
It was foreign, and we picked TV, and I did Doctor Who, and you did Sherlock.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I won because I had better actors in mind.
That doesn't. No, it's passion. It's how much you actually truly.
Hey, that was last week. So
that wasn't last week. That was last month.
That was last month. So we're not gonna dig up old bones here.
Oh, okay. You just don't admit it.
I'm not going to admit anything because everybody knows that I was the real winner. Anyway,
no.
Up to weekly updates. So, Garrett, what did you watch this week?
Well, movie-wise, guys, I didn't watch a lot this week of movie. I just watched Gone Girl, which I wish actually I had a little more time. I should probably watched Inception just to kind of get a little more feel of it because I haven't watched it in a while. But oh well. But Gone Girl is the only movie I've watched this week. TV-wise, I finished Daredevil Season 2, which is absolutely awesome, guys, and I wish Trenton has finished Daredevil. That way we can talk a little bit about it. Unfortunately, it might have to be till next week when Trent finally finishes it, and we can talk about it. I watched a little bit of Naruto, some Rurouni Kenshin, of course. Archer Season 6 came out, I think, the 29th, which was a couple days ago. I've been watching that lately, which is absolutely awesome. Season 6 is awesome. And, of course, Season 7 came out the 31st. So, which sadly I probably won't be able to watch that because unless maybe Hulu has it. But other than that, That's pretty much it on my watch list this week. I've seen. I've been reading up. I've been reading some of my Daredevil comics that I have. I've been reading. I think it's like issues 1 through 8. I think it's called the Guardian of Hell's Kitchen or something like that. The Guardian Devil or something like that. And it's actually really good. I like it a lot. So I'll be starting up on my next Daredevil comic book, which is I can't wait for that. So, what about you, Trent? What do you got this week?
Well,
Would you?
this week I primarily watched Arrow, and
Where are you at on Arrow?
I finished all of season 3. I finished it.
You're where I'm at then, pretty much. I watched maybe one episode of season 4, but then Hulu, as amazing as it is, freaking, after a certain amount of seasons, they erased the first part of the season. It's stupid. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Well, I watched it on Netflix, so I haven't seen any of season 4, unfortunately. My God, I'm buffering like a son of a gun. Anyways, I watched that. I watched Flash. So there's that one. Flash is, I'm in the middle of season 1, I believe, and that is an amazing show as always.
It is. I think it's probably one of the better comic book TV shows out there.
Arrow is pretty close to it. I mean, they mixed up some of the names between the comic book and the movie and the show, but they didn't really fix it. They made, and if you haven't seen Arrow in this amount of time, if I've finished it before you have, that's saying something, because it took me forever to finish Arrow.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get into Arrow, but then I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. But they needed to fix Roy. Roy, his name is actually Speedy, not Thea. Thea's not Speedy, and even though she ends up becoming the Red Arrow, which is Roy's name in the Justice League.
Yeah, they kind of mixed up a lot of things, but I think they combined a lot of characters too.
But it's still an amazing show. I mean, honestly.
Oh, it's good. It's good, definitely. The only thing is that, you get to a point where it's it almost ends up being like a drama a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There's there's some episodes where it's like that, where it's that, pretty people fighting over pretty people, essentially.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yeah. Thank you.
Not you. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I love you, Garrett. But yeah, I watched that. I've been watching a lot of, what is that called? Young Justice, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good show that was just a giant toy commercial. That's why they canceled the series, because the toys weren't selling because they were terrible looking toys. So they decided to cancel the series. Please come out with a season 3.
I haven't started that one yet. Do you suggest it, Trent? I have it in my queue.
Highly suggest.
I have it queued, so I'm definitely gonna get onto it when I.
The thing I love about DC's comic book cartoons is the fact that they are really close to the comics.
Yeah, they can do a lot. They can do a lot more with cartoons than real life. That's what makes it difficult.
That's where I learn most of my comic book knowledge, is through the
TV shows.
Like if you ever get confused in the middle of Flash, like if you get confused on why doesn't he just go ahead and go back in time to save his mother, watch the movie. And this is another one that I watched, Flashpoint Paradox.
I heard, Brendan actually suggested that one, and he said it was pretty good. And I have yet to actually see that one either. So
this is like the 3rd time I've watched it, if that means anything to you.
Okay, well, I definitely will have to put that into one of my lists.
Also, watch the movie Justice League War. That's a really good one too.
Is that on Netflix too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to find that one
for sure. You're gonna go on a whole big DC cartoon binge watching spree.
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of Marvel. There's not really a lot of Marvel cartoons.
There's a lot of them, but they're stupid.
They're more Marvel kiddish cartoon, right?
They're serious, but they're not. Like I know one of them is Doctor Strange, and I couldn't stand that. It made me want to throw up. That's why I'm not looking forward to Doctor Strange's movie at all, even if it does have Benedict Cumberbatch in it. Definitely.
Oh, it was really cool. In the comic book that I'm reading right now, had Doctor Strange in it, had Mysterio, which is like one of the arch villains in Spider-Man. So it's really cool how they kind of intermingle like that. I wish
As
they'd
I was watching
intermingle.
Young Justice, I saw like a DC's version of Spider-Man. Like he could sling webs out of his hands, but
Really?
not like where his wrist is, and he was a bad guy.
Huh.
Yeah, but also you got to think Jack Kirby, one of the originators of Marvel Comics, jumped ship on Marvel and went to DC. And
Yeah.
that's why a lot of DC and Marvel stuff mixes together because Jack Kirby did a lot of writing for it. Now, Darkseid, you would think that it's a ripoff of Thanos. Actually, it's the other way around. Thanos is a ripoff of Darkseid, and the Infinity Cube, the
Mother box.
Mother Box is actually the
Then
originator of the Infinity Stones and the Tesseract. That's what it is.
yeah.
So the Tesseract, that's why it looks like a mother box. I learned a lot this week about
Which we'll be talking
comic
about
books.
that next week, actually, by the way.
We are going to be doing that. So if you haven't already watched some spoiler cast about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice next week on the podcast, we are going to hopefully have a lot of guests.
Yeah, hopefully. It'd be nice.
We are going to be just going bananas on
Yeah, we have a lot of opinions, hopefully, and we'll
we've been holding in the
down
entire
to the-
time.
get down to the nitty gritty. As you could tell, Trenton was kind of biting at the bit right now at talking about Batman v Superman. So
I've been suppressing because I've been reading all these negative reviews and all these other bad stuff that people just don't like about Batman v Superman. And I'm like, why? I mean, can't you just?
Which is this is actually groundbreaking, guys. Okay,
this is very groundbreaking.
Why can't you just enjoy in a movie, which is something he cannot do. He literally cannot do in most movies. He has to break them down.
These
and
are
this
my
movie,
favorites.
for some reason, just turned his brain off enough to where he actually enjoyed it.
I love this movie. More on that next week, though.
Yes, definitely.
That's a weekly update, though.
It's like a miracle, though. Definitely. Anyways,
You're a miracle.
I know I am.
Oh, I just gave you such a great little. I also watched Inception and Gone Girl. I watched both of them today so that I would be prepared for tonight's podcast. So
Nice.
it's on because it's all fresh in my memory. And don't forget, guys.
Please, you forget things that are fresh in your memory, anyways.
Upper right-hand corner, vote for Team Trent.
No. We haven't got to the freaking arguments yet.
But, everybody, we didn't even do smack talk this week, Garrett. There's something wrong with us.
No, we didn't, because you were supposed to start it.
I was supposed to start it?
Yes, we talked about that last week.
I was waiting for you.
See, he forgets things, guys.
Wasn't forgetting. But
all right, let's continue.
Vote for Trent.
Don't even
dare. America.
Don't even dare. Okay.
All right,
guys.
Go to
news.
News. All right. Movie and TV news this week. Tom Hiddleston is saying that in Thor Ragnarok, it is going to be his last time playing Loki. So is Marvel going to be inevitable and actually kill off Loki? Are they going to kill off their only known villain besides Thanos, the guy who's done nothing but sit in a chair?
Well, the thing is, okay, did you read that article that I posted you in?
He did not.
Well, okay, so it's not the fact that they're gonna kill him off, possibly. It's that he doesn't know if he's gonna be Loki in like the Infinity Wars, because that's gonna be the next movie. Beside, you got Civil War, and then you got Infinity Wars next. So
they can't really kill off Loki.
I don't think they're gonna kill him off. He may just not be in. He might not even be in Infinity Wars.
Honestly, I don't even think they killed off Ultron. I think he's just out somewhere, recharging.
That's a possibility. Like, I mean, it's the thing. They don't know. Because that Infinity Wars doesn't even start filming, I think, until like 9 months from now. So there's no I don't exact cast, I guess, not yet at least, and they don't know if they're gonna put Loki in this film or not. Because I mean, he's not even in the Civil War film, so it I don't think they're gonna kill him off, but I think it's just he's not signed up for it. So, and he does an absolutely amazing job as Loki. I definitely, especially the second Thor here, I definitely enjoyed. You got to see more of like Loki and like the inner workings of Loki than in the first Thor, and of course the first Avengers. So I definitely enjoy him as Loki. He does an absolutely amazing job.
Yeah, I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Of course, he does an awesome job. He's like Chris Hemsworth with
Thor, yeah.
Thor, and Chris Evans as Captain America. Um, also, news. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just kind of speaking on this, too. Do you think that because it's Thor Ragnarok? So we talked about this before. Like I don't know how long ago. I think
It's been a while.
yeah, it's been quite like 6 months, maybe or more. We talked about Ragnarok, where he's actually like kind of a robotic Thor. So I wonder if they'll do that in this movie, kind of like maybe an
Ragnarok
alternate.
is like the end of time. It's kind of like a Thanos in the Asgardian world.
Yeah,
but like a weaker version of Thanos or something like that.
but
or like
which I wonder if they're gonna do that, or because there's a character named Ragnarok though.
yeah, Tony Stark makes them, and
Yeah.
Ragnarok could be Ultron.
Because he makes him because he doesn't know if when Thor will be back. So
Because
he
at
makes
the time Thor was an Asgard. He was ruling Asgard, and he wasn't going to come back to Earth at all because he had to control the universe basically. And so Tony Stark was like, "Well, we need a version of Thor down here to help out with the Avengers, or we're gonna just be obliterated. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a Thor, as if I didn't learn from Ultron." I don't think he'll do it.
or Vision.
Well, then again, yeah, he did have something successful with Vision, and it was because of Thor. So honestly, I don't think they're going to go about it like that. I think Ragnarok is going to be a live thing.
More like Doomsday kind of thing.
Yeah, we could do something like that. I maybe.
Not Doomsday as in Batman v Superman. I mean,
No,
like
no, I know
Doomsday,
what you're
like
talking
end of
about.
the world kind of thing, or end of the end of the universe kind of thing, maybe.
With a spike to the heart. Sorry. That's how Thor's
Spoilers.
Spoilers for what? Ragnarok? That's what we're talking about, Garrett.
Yeah, okay. I know your motives.
But Ragnarok is going to be interesting. I have high expectations for it because it's a Marvel film.
I mean, Marvel's been making great movies for decades, so
I wouldn't say decades. I mean,
I think the first Iron Man came out in 2005, 2006.
That was only a decade ago, not decades. Come on,
Decade, my
Garrett.
bad. I meant decade. Whatever.
And before that, it was the Incredible Hulk. And
Yeah,
that's
Incredible
Edward
Hulk.
Norton's Incredible Hulk, the decent one.
Now, did Marvel actually make that, or was it someone else though?
It was one of Marvel's first. They are including it in the DC cinematic or DC. Jesus Christ, that's all I've been talking about all week. Marvel's cinematic universe. That's the first actual movie for some reason, even though it's not Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, of Ragnarok, they are thinking that they're going to tie in Planet Hulk in there because I think Mark Ruffalo is cast to be in there. So maybe we're going to have a smaller version of Planet Hulk. Have you ever seen Planet Hulk?
No, I haven't actually. I don't know.
It's on Netflix. Watch it. It's awesome.
Okay.
Planet Hulk is when the Avengers cast the Hulk out of Earth because he is not being trusted very well at all. He keeps going off on a limb, and the Hulk is trying to overpower Bruce Banner, and never actually switches back to Bruce Banner in any of the cartoons, really.
Huh.
Yeah, Bruce Banner is never around in the cartoons for some reason. And he's gets under some sort of mind control or something like. I don't remember exactly, but the Avengers ship him off Earth, and or he's stolen somehow. It's been a while since I've watched it, and it's amazing that we only have two viewers now, and we're just unloading all of this nerd knowledge, man.
Oh, that's who knows. Oh well.
But he ends up getting put into like a gladiatorial deathmatch style arena, and he has to fight all of these guys from different parts of the universe, and he ends up winning, of course. But spoilers, sorry. I'm not
Dang,
gonna
you ruined it for me, Trent.
I'm going, man. But they have ways of controlling all of the people if they end up going bad, kind of like DC Suicide Squad, but not Suicide Squad. I don't think Marvel really has a Suicide Squad.
I don't think so.
I'd have to look into it.
How'd you enjoy that, by the way, with Arrow's kind of type of Suicide Squad they had?
Suicide Squad. It's interesting. I liked it. I don't know how it's going to play out in the theaters. You know, I mean, I'm looking forward to that big time.
As they have told many a times, especially now since they don't have, you know, the actor who plays Flash in the TV series, not playing, you know, the Flash in the movie. So it's a different universe. So, I mean, because you have two different types of, you know, what's his, I don't want to say Deadshot. Who's Will Smith playing?
Deadshot?
Is it Deadshot? Okay.
Or Deathstroke? No,
Deathstroke is Wade Wilson. Not Wade. God dang it.
Slade Wilson.
Yeah, Slade Wilson.
That's who
sounds like Wade Wilson.
That's who he's playing, though.
No.
But I digress.
Yeah.
Purple, actually.
Well, you're weird then. All right, so I don't know. You have anything else to comment on what we were just talking about there?
I am definitely looking forward to it. I don't really know what else to say. Let's see. Oh, they have actually delayed. They've done some massive reshooting for Suicide Squad. What are you laughing at over there?
Nothing.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, they've done some massive reshoots for Suicide Squad, and I don't know if that's going to delay it or not, but they are wanting to add more humor to it, which is going to piss off a lot of people. It's pissing me off because, honestly, I was looking forward to an awesome action-packed Suicide Squad. I didn't really want something that I could be like, that was hilarious. DC, thank you
I haven't heard that, but I haven't really read into it much then.
It's so dumb, and it wasn't an April Fool's joke either, because it came out yesterday and the day before. But they are going like tens of millions of dollars in a reshoot because they have Deadpool and they wanted to make it more funny, I guess.
Kind of more quirky.
I also heard that they're delaying Captain America Civil War until July 6th.
It's July 22nd.
It was?
Yeah. That's what I was laughing about. I thought you were going to say something about that.
I couldn't help myself. I had to say it, guys. It was an April Fool's joke. When I read that, I was like, no!
I know.
How could you do that to me? We want to make sure that you guys get the best kind of Civil War possible.
Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. So it's the first of the month. So that means we're going to be talking about a little bit of some movies that are going to be coming out this month, which really, to be honest, there's not a whole lot to be talk about.
But there's a lot of the movies that there are coming out are going to be good.
Yeah, I want to say which of the movies I kind of listed here in our outline. Those are the ones I kind of thought maybe might be interesting. If I had maybe someone to go with, I might see the movies with me. I might go see the movies.
Branson anymore.
I know. but too bad you don't come and live in Kansas City. Anyways, you know,
a steady job down here.
these movies are they seem awesome. They might not be as good as maybe we thought they would be, but there's only a handful of movies that are coming out this month that are decent. Other than that, everything's going to be coming up to Civil War in May, pretty much. So, first off is going to be Hardcore Henry, which comes out the 8th, which is next Friday. The only reason why I think this is going to be kind of cool because it's in first-person shooter kind of style movie. And that really hardcore action, really. I know Trent's really not looking forward to that movie, but I don't know. Maybe it might surprise him if he goes watch it. I don't. He might not watch it in the theaters. He may go get it. Maybe watch it when it comes to Redbox or something, or Netflix if it comes on Netflix. But
I think it's going to be a short-lived film in the theaters.
Yeah, probably. Because first-person shooters are really hard to do.
I think it's going to make everybody sick in the theaters.
That too.
Like, God, motion sickness.
Kind of like Cloverfield, that first-person jittery shooter kind of thing. The Jungle Book comes up the 15th of this month, which I'm halfway decent about it. I definitely really good actors in it, I think. It's a good story, of course. The only thing, I don't know, the only thing I'm iffy about is maybe they're not going to do it as justice as I want it to be. What do you think, Trent?
The Jungle Book, I am really looking forward to.
Is that one of the ones you're looking forward to?
That's one of the two that I'm looking forward to. The Jungle Book is going to be an amazing movie. The director is, give me a second. I'm actually on the website so I can look it up really fast. The director is the same director of Iron Man.
Oh, really? The first one?
Mm-hmm. It's got Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba. I think that's how you
Bill
say
Murray.
It. Bill Murray is Baloo. I mean, how can you go wrong? Let's see. Jon Favreau is the director.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray, Idris Elba.
Christopher Walken.
Exactly. Christopher Walken as the monkey.
He's King Louis.
I mean, I want to walk like you too. Shooby-dooby-doo. You see, it's true.
Now you sound like Obama like me.
Like who?
Like Obama. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. All right.
Thank you.
Next up is The Huntsman, Winter's War. The reason why I picked this one because it has Chris Hemsworth in it. Is it Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is in it, but I don't think even he can save this movie.
I kind of enjoyed Snow White, or is it's The Huntsman, right? Is that what it is?
Snow White, The Huntsman. I think
which of course has Kristen Stewart, which is the bad part about it. But other than that, it was really good. I think it had a really good story. Like, of course, it's kind of Snow White story to it. But I mean, I think it had a really good story to it. And then I'm kind of looking forward to this movie, but I don't know if I'll go see it. To be honest,
another movie that I'm looking forward to seeing is not the next one on the list. I think it is. What is the next one on the list? I don't even remember.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that movie because I
love that game. I like that game and Jack and Daxter. Mm-hmm. I love that game too. Those kind of duo games where you can kind of play as the main guy, and then like there's certain missions where you can only be the small little guy, and do things with. So I definitely enjoyed that, which is our trailer breakdown actually for this week as well, which we're not going to show it to you guys because we're tired of getting flagged.
YouTube, I guess.
Yes.
Oh God, we're talking about the movies. Hashtag YouTube, don't shut us down this time.
There's actually I've been hearing a lot lately, which even on the podcast that one of the podcasts I listen to, they've talked about how like there's been a lot of problems with YouTube and them flagging all these, like doing all this because it's all automated because there's so many videos being uploaded that they have to automate it, and so there might be YouTube might be getting a lawsuit here pretty soon, maybe. So if someone gets mad enough because it's ridiculous because they're flagging things that shouldn't be It's like almost like they flag it just to flag it, and then if you refute it, they'll say, okay, well, never mind.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Another movie I'm looking forward to is called Elvis and Nixon. It's got Michael Shannon and Kevin Spacey in it. That's the
I
main
saw
reason
that,
why I
and
see it.
didn't know. I've not seen anything on it, so I didn't really put it down.
Just watch the trailer for it.
I'll have to watch it then.
It's a really good trailer. Michael Shannon plays Elvis Presley, and they basically use Elvis Presley as a spy or something like that. What is the
Oh, so it's like a kind of a little bit of a ridiculous kind of movie.
The untold true story behind the meeting between the king of rock and roll and President Nixon, resulting in this revealing yet humorous moment, immortalizing the most requested photograph in the National Archives, which is Elvis and President Nixon. Now, Kevin Spacey plays President Nixon, and if you've watched House of Cards, Kevin Spacey, I almost said President Kevin Spacey.
Right in?
Yeah, I'd vote for Kevin Spacey over any of these fools. Kevin Spacey, 2016. I'm calling it. Make it a hashtag. Make it go viral right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm an idiot sometimes. But he plays President Nixon, and if you've watched House of Cards, he makes an awesome president. He just got that demeanor upon him. And I know that Michael Shannon, he kind of looks like Elvis Presley, a really drugged out Elvis Presley, but he looks like an Elvis Presley from the 70s, I guess.
That's what Elvis was, though, at the very end.
I guess so. But that's the last movie that I'm really looking forward to, other than Ratchet and Clank. Other news.
That comes at the 29th, too, by the way, Ratchet and Clank. I don't know when Elvis and Nixon comes out. That's probably the week before or around that time.
I can tell you in like 2 seconds.
1, 2, you failed.
Shut up, Garrett.
You have failed this city. You have failed this podcast.
Are you going to shoot an arrow through my heart now?
No, because I don't kill.
Well, spoilers if you've never watched Arrow Season 1, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't kill anymore.
Now he's the Green Arrow.
You failed this city. I'm going to shoot an arrow through your heart. Anyways, it comes out April 22nd.
Okay, so the 22nd, same time as the Huntsman Winter's War.
That is stupider than stupid.
There's probably more stupid movies out that month, so those were the best
The
ones.
Boss?
That I could
Is that coming out this month?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it is. It's coming out the 8th, I think.
Another stupid Margaret, or whatever the hell her name is. I don't even want to remember her name. She's just that annoying on the screen. Zach Galifianakis' girl. Like he was a girl. Just a bunch of fat girl comedy. That's really all she does. Oh no, I fell over because I'm fat. Oh, I'm
McCarthy.
Yeah, her. She's annoying. Other news today: Batman v Superman made over 170 million in domestic box offices and 254 million international. It's a little bit more than that now. It's about 550 million.
Which actually, with all of the controversy of like all the critics and stuff, it actually broke records like DC, Warner Brothers, superhero wise as well. Like
take that, Rotten Tomatoes, giving it a 31%. What's wrong with
actually
you?
29? I think it ending up with.
Are these people just that ignorant?
I don't. It's just. I don't know why there's a lot of flip-flop with all these reviews of this movie.
It really wasn't Batman v Superman. It was critics v viewers, honestly.
Yeah. But so, I mean, it did a lot. It did well, but it probably didn't do as well as it probably should have been, or what they were hoping.
I think they were just bitchy about it. IMDb rates it 7.3 out of 10. So,
which is I've rated about a 7.5 to 8, so pretty good.
I rated it a 9. There were still some improvements. I didn't like Jesse Eisenberg's hair. That's about it.
Yeah,
I guess that's something I can take away from it. Anyways, enough of that BS. I'm trying to see what Rotten Tomatoes actually has it at now.
Probably 29.
29%.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? You guys
actually,
I watching this.
I've listened to the Rotten Tomato podcast, and they talked about
And
Batman v Superman. So
Series Allegiant, it's at 12% rotten. Zootopia fresh. So you're telling me and a little fox. Still a good movie, but it's no Batman v Superman. Really? And Hardcore Henry is at 89%. Good God Almighty.
it's very odd sometimes. I don't know.
10 Cloverfield Lane is 90%. Deadpool is sitting at 83. But guess what's topped in the box office out of all of them? At 29%, Batman v Superman with $166 million.
Actually, Deadpool definitely blew that way out of the water.
It's still sitting at 166 million. Deadpool is only sitting at 4.9 mil.
Now, yes, it's been 2 months now.
Doesn't matter. It's getting beat by Batman v Superman. If it was just as great as all the other fanboys are saying, which apparently is coming out on VHS and Laserdisc, is what Deadpool put on his page. Yes, it's hilarious.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that. Oh, I think actually, which I know I didn't put this in there, but I think, is it this week or next week is when Force Awakens comes out on DVD.
This week, April 5th.
Yep.
It came out today digitally. So if you want to watch it digitally, it is out now.
I'm definitely going to get it on Blu-ray probably.
Yeah, I'll be in the lines of fighting people. It's going to be like Black Friday, but on a Wednesday.
I'm excited for that, so definitely.
On a Tuesday. Sorry.
I mean, we got our trailer breakdown, but I mean, there's not really. It looks really good. The movie, it's Ratchet and Clank. I think we put it down. I don't know if Trent put it down in the description or not.
I did not, but we can
get it. He did not because he failed this podcast.
Hey, you know what? I would have had it in the description if we would have had Igor here, but unfortunately, we do not have our technician.
Excuses.
And I kind of had to make this on a whim. Thank you.
Anyways, Ratchet and Clank, like we talked about earlier, it's a movie about a game, and it looks pretty nice. I don't know if it actually follows any of the game stories, to be honest. I don't know if it looks. I mean, it looks like the game. I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
I definitely am too. I can't wait either, because I think they talked about maybe doing the Jack and Daxter, which I liked a lot too.
Did you vote for yourself yet, Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's just not showing 50-50. I was just making sure that somebody else isn't voting for you for some
right now. It says 100% me.
It says 100% me for a while, but now it's saying 50-50.
Oh,
so
I don't know.
Just give it a little bit of time.
Well, I mean, that's about our trailer breakdown. There's not a whole lot to break down in this trailer because it's not a. I mean, it's a video game they're turning into a movie. So, do you have anything to add on, Trenton?
I'm looking forward to the movie. That's all I can say. I mean, I have to hear a little bit more about it to watch it. So, I think that's going to go ahead and lead us into our main segment. Critically Awesome's Movie Deathmatch, number 3, Mystery Edition, Garrett v. Trent, Dawn of Awesome.
Which was a pretty awesome title, if I do say so myself. And as you can tell, we're donning on our Loot Crate beanies here. Trent has the Punisher. I got the Daredevil. And also our shirts.
I've got my Star Wars shirt on.
Star Trek.
That's what I said. Why'd you say Star Wars, you weirdo?
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
I got my awesome shirt.
That was a pretty good episode of Star Wars.
You sank my battleship.
Shut up, Garrett. I like that shirt more.
All right. So it is the movie Deathmatch.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let you kick this one off, Garrett.
No, you start. No, you start.
All right, fine. Just give me a second. I've got to go get my notes. I left them in the living room. So, Garrett, go ahead and start us off.
No. Sorry. No.
I'll be back.
No, not going to happen. It's just going to be empty space. God, I hate you, Trenton. All right. I guess I will start off by default. Anyways, so, guys, if you have not seen Gone Girl, oh my God, it is amazing, guys. Okay. The cast of Gone Girl, the main cast, okay, you got Ben Affleck. I picked this movie because I was kind of on a Ben Affleck high, I guess, from Batman v Superman. So you have Ben Affleck as Nick Dunn, which is the husband in this movie. You got Rosa Mond Pike. I can't say her first name. As Amy Dunn, which is the wife. And you go Neil Patrick Harris, which is awesome. He's Dennis Collins, and Tyler Perry as Tanner Bullitt, which actually is kind of interesting because you see him as more of a serious role in this movie than his usual kind of.
Which might as well say it now. Man, this film could have used a lot more Tyler Perry. Oh my God, did I actually say that? Ugh.
He actually did really well as a serious role because usually he's usually the funny kind of role in his other movies he does. Anyways, so
used a lot more Tyler Perry.
Definitely. If you guys haven't seen this movie, I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it because this is how it's gonna go.
By the way, spoilers for Inception and Gone Girl. If you haven't seen it, it's been over 4.
Yeah, Inception's been over 6 years. Gone Girl's been 2. So this movie came out. This movie came out in 2014 October. Okay, and so pretty much the sum of the story of the movie is that this guy he meets this girl at a party. They talk. They get along and like that, and they get married. And then they move down to this in Missouri, which actually is really awesome. That kind of hit home. And actually, I think they actually moved out, which I don't know if they actually say where at, but I think they say Branson. At one point, Tyler Perry actually refers to the housewives of Branson, which was really awesome.
He does say that, which I'm pretty sure Branson paid them to say that, but
but they're in Missouri somewhere. They don't really specify where, which a lot of people.
Carthage.
Carthage? Okay.
Yeah, it's on the police car. I watched it just like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, okay. But
they make Carthage look a lot bigger than it really is.
Yeah, and so it hits really home, because it's Missouri. I mean, we're both from Missouri, so but it hit really home. Okay, so then he goes home because his mom's dying of cancer and all that, and then she dies, of course, and so they live in his mom's home and all that, and it's a complete things are going one way because he comes home one day because he gets a call from his neighbor and because his cat's out and all that, and he goes home and then the coffee table is turned up, it's broken, and stuff like that, and so he thinks his wife was kidnapped, and so throughout the story it's a lot of flashbacks going back and forth of when they met, and then her writing in this journal when they met and all that, and just kind of reliving the kind of glory days of before they got married, and it kind of unravels he unravels. You think, okay, well he didn't do it. No, he didn't kill his wife or like that. Because that's what they think, and then you kind of see his anger coming out. And just you think he has a temper. So you're like, okay, well maybe he did do it. I don't know if he did it or not. You just keep thinking that. Because each clues keep pushing towards him being the killer. And then out of a complete, just boom, she actually didn't kill herself. He didn't kill her. She actually orchestrated the whole freaking thing.
Which in the middle of the film, you're like, that bitch!
No, yes, I know. I'm like, I wish she died.
I want to stab her in the throat now. What a twat! How could she do that to Batfleck?
I know. I mean, and it's just like, oh my God, I thought he killed her. Actually, everything led to him being the killer, and then actually, it was just because he had an affair with her. And because it's on his 5th year anniversary. And oh my God. I'm like, after I watched the movie, like, Oh my God,
Which kind of scares me because Tiffany and I are about to go 5 years married.
Yeah. And
Screen
then
Junkies labeled this is your wife secretly plotting to kill you?
yeah, definitely watch it, Trent.
Oh, I've
uh,
watched it. I watched it
no,
today.
no, I said watch your wife.
Oh, watch it. Yeah, watch her. Yeah. She's
um,
not a it, she's a her. And I'm not having an affair, so I don't think I have to worry about that.
but it just, oh my God, and then the way she comes back in the mix, she ends up, Neil Patrick Harris's character is like a longtime lover essentially. He like adores her, not adores her, admires her, and they write her. I mean, it's just the way what she does to men. She tries to change them to a point where they actually turn to be, they turn against her. Not really, but she's able to turn them against her in evidence. It's
Can I
just
go ahead and point out that Neil Patrick Harris broke his golden rule from How I Met Your Mother, the hot crazy scale? She must be this hot to be this crazy.
yes,
On the hot crazy scale, so say that we've got the hot crazy scale right here. Here's the that line. She is right about there. She's pretty hot, but she's
actually,
really freaking crazy. So crazy to where she ends up slicing Neil Patrick Harris's neck
in the
while they were doing
throat.
it. At least she
Yes,
waited till he was done.
but she fakes like
And then faked it that he raped her. Sorry.
Oh my God. I
I'm
know
sorry.
and then she comes back like fully bathed in blood back to Nick Dunn, which is Ben Affleck's character, and it just, I mean, and then she portrays like she was kidnapped by someone else and raped, just
By that
constantly raped, and I mean, it's just, oh my God, and then the whole ending of like, I want to stay with her because she's actually pregnant. Oh my God, I'm like, really? And then of course it this like Inception, it leaves you with a big like cliffhanger of a just ending.
Now,
I mean,
Inception, it leaves you with thinking. Now, Inception leaves you to your own imagination, kind of like a book. If you're reading a book and it leaves you on a cliffhanger, you have to imagine what's going to happen next. And that's the beauty of Christopher Nolan. On to my points. Directed by Christopher Nolan. Winning. Mic drop. That's all I have to say. Actually, no. I'm going to add a little bit more icing on the cake here. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Oscar-winning actor now. I can say that.
yeah, you got
It's also got Joseph Gordon-Levitt and most of the other cast of The Dark Knight Rises. It has Tom Hardy in it. It's got Ellen Page. Ellen Page, people. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's got the one guy from Godzilla. Let them fight. He's in there. Now this movie, it puts you in a puzzle, and you have to. The person who is, you are in their subconscious, all right, and this person maps out the entire dream sequence, and they have to get it perfectly. And if they get something not perfect, then you will know because the person's or the person who they're trying to con or scam or try to get intelligence from is going to see something that's out of the ordinary. So they have to sit there and they have to go feel like the guy who they were scam or who they were trying to get information from first was like, "Oh, this is polyester. This is not wool. In my lover's apartment, we have wool carpets, not polyester. That's how I know this is a dream, and it is a fake dream." But this movie is such a mind. What's the word I'm looking for besides the F-bomb? It's a big puzzle, and you have to piece it yourself together. And Leo's got this dreidel, basically. It's a top that he spins, and that's how he tells if he's in reality or if he's in a dream. If it keeps spinning, he's still in a dream. But if it spins for a while and then it stops, then he is in reality. So, like we were saying with Gone Girl and having a huge ending that made you go like, what the freak.
Good job.
I know, right? I almost said it. This leaves you with going, okay, the top is going to fall. The top didn't fall at the end of the movie. It looked like it was about to fall. Was it going to fall? Was it going to keep spinning? Oh my God, Nolan, what's going on? Is he actually with his kids and his father? Oh, by the way, what's his name? It's his father. Alfred is his dad from Batman, Dark Knight Rises.
I'll say which Alfred? Be specific.
The good Alfred. Anyways, not Herman Cain. That's just not right at all. One second. This is gonna bug me if I don't find out who it is.
Have you noticed though too that Leonardo DiCaprio, like a lot of times in his characters, he's a businessman or maybe some type of con artist.
Well, he's not a con artist in this one. He is
he tries to trick a lot of people, or he's a businessman in some way.
Unless you watch
like
The Revenant.
Catch Me If You Can.
That's a good movie.
Even in Titanic, he gets his way onto the Titanic by playing poker. I mean,
and in our hearts.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies where he does that though, where he's some type of business type man,
Sorry.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this, Trent, because I know you watched it today, but in Gone Girl, did you notice how like Ben Affleck went kind of like from kind of average body size to like just complete jacked?
He's training to be Batman.
Yes, he was.
So we went from Sad Fleck to Bat Fleck.
Yes, he did.
Back to Sad Fleck. I've got to stay with this crazy bitch. She's the wife I deserve, but not the one that I need.
Yeah, pretty much the moral of the story is don't cheat on your wife.
Don't cheat on your wife. That should be a moral to anybody's story.
Yeah, no joke.
Now it's really hard to fight against either one of these movies.
Both these movies
are both really good movies. So you have to dig down deep and freaking critique the movies. So, I don't know.
I don't either, because they're both really good movies.
They both got really great actors and actresses in it. But I've got more good.
Great plot. Great mysteries, definitely, because they do a lot of twists and turns. You got Gone Girl, where it's more of a crime twist, of course. So you think Nick Dunn actually killed his wife, because these things are coming up. The thing, like, she was pregnant, and there was a possibility of she was pregnant, and so he had a mistress and stuff like that. And then he finally owns up to it, and you think, okay, finally he's gonna get one step ahead of her, because she is just methodical in the way she thinks of what needs to happen. Make the crime scene just enough to where it asks questions. It's not a burglary. It's not kidnapping. It's maybe he set it up, in this way. So, and then all of a sudden, bam, she's alive. She actually set up the whole thing. And then the way she comes back, just to think of it, how she plays Neil Patrick Harris's character, and just, I
think that's one thing that I'm sitting here thinking about the differences between the two movies. And the one that with Gone Girl, the thing that I'm picking apart is the acting. Yes, it's got amazing actresses and actors in it, but they're very one-dimensional. They don't really have any real character development, except for maybe one. Well, actually, no, not even the psycho bitch who is killing everybody. She's very one-dimensional. She plays the psycho bitch the entire time. Yes, she has her flips and her flops, but
I guess she gets what she wants, which is a baby. I mean, but besides that, yeah, and there's
not that
I
much
can see
character development. Ben Affleck stays about the same. He's, brooding the whole time, and he's,
Well, no,
honestly, it's a
actually,
better
no,
on.
because no, actually, Ben Affleck's character Nick Dunn actually does grow a little bit, where he goes from, well, okay, it's no longer about me, even though this person tried to get the death sentence on me, try to accuse me of murder, even though she's pregnant with not my child, I'm still going to stay with her because I need to protect this child.
It was a fake pregnancy, though, until the end. And I'm pretty sure it was still a fake pregnancy.
Who knows on that part, but
She's
I don't.
a freaking crazy bitch. How many times can I say bitch before I get over our PG limit?
I don't. Well, that's still PG probably.
It's still PG. I mean, I hear it in cartoons, so even if it is Futurama, it's still cartoons. But I think that my biggest fighting point was the hot crazy scale, or it wasn't the biggest fighting point, but it was one of the best ones that I had.
It was a
Neil
good one,
Patrick-
especially
Neil
tying in with Neil Patrick Harris. So
A girl can only be this hot to be this crazy. If she's this crazy and not this hot, then don't date her. This is the married line. This is for any girl named Tiffany. Oh, wait, that was the.
although he was kind of crazy himself, to be honest.
But he's acting though. Oh my god, I was very disappointed in his acting. He was just like, "Yes, come on in. I'm not going to lie to diss him. I'm not going to tell you this information, Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
I can't tell you this information."
He's very cold. He's cold. Like
I think maybe that's what he. I mean, and
I think that's what he was going for though, because he was going for like kind of a smooth rich guy, kind of just.
Not only that, but he was also hurt by this girl too in the past.
Yeah,
so he's gonna have a lot of pain behind him, and he's gonna be kind of shallow. So I guess I can see that, but I figured that whenever she came back into his life, that he would be a little bit more
lively.
Well, he was a little bit more lively, especially whenever he was about to get his throat slit, and then you see his penis. Which, by the way, there was more penis in this movie than the boob, and that was slightly disturbing to me. I don't think once in Inception you saw any penises. So there's a fighting point.
That's a horrible fighting point.
That's a great fighting point. If you don't see any penis in a movie, that's a win in my book.
And then Inception, of course. I don't know it.
You also see Ben Affleck's penis.
Okay.
In the shower scene at the end, when she's wiping off all that blood, all of Neil Patrick Harris's blood.
Clearly, Trenton has some issues that he needs to deal with on his personal time. Anyway,
I just watched the movie. Like right before this podcast, I got done watching Gone Girl. And before that, I watched Inception.
And the only thing I think Inception-wise would be there's a lot of moments where it's very slow, especially like when they start getting into like a dream within a dream within a dream. There's those moments where like they try to do the kick and they, like you're actually waiting like 30-40 minutes for them to even fall, within the movie of 30-40 minutes of that movie actually. So it's just that's the only bad part really.
You're watching that van fall from that bridge.
But
okay, and the reason why it's falling so slowly is because time is slowing down, or in their mind, time is slowing down because it's got to slow down. Because if it went just like that, it would just jump right into the kick. It's a part of the storytelling plot of Christopher Nolan. He's got that slow motion van falling in off the bridge, and then you jump into the actual dream sequence itself to where they're all float. That was the cool part. They were in zero gravity because you're seeing the effects of the van falling.
Yeah,
so
that was
the first level of dreaming. They have no gravity because that's where all that first level comes into. And then the second level, where Joseph Gordon-Levitt is, or the first level, he's putting all the bombs onto the elevator and stuff to jump to do the kick, and it takes them a while. And that part slows down too because you're into that third level of dreaming where they're in the snow, and the dream sequence of that is for Tom Hardy to put all the bombs around that building for them to all fall. And then the fourth level of dreaming, which is the unconscious zone, which is where you go if you die in that and hit in Scarecrow. I can't remember his name. His name is Scarecrow from The Dark Knight.
There's actually a lot of Dark Knight characters in there.
It is Christopher Nolan, so he's going to use a lot of his. He's like He's like Quentin Tarantino, but Christopher Nolan. But he died, or in his subconscious can fight off things that are intruding. So he's got like basically virus protector if you're, looking at a
Yeah,
computer.
it's because he was like trained, wasn't he?
Yeah, I guess he was trained or something like that. So his body can fight off, or his subconscious
Can recognize
fight
it
off.
faster. Yeah.
Yeah, and so into his third level of dreaming, which he's still got fighting off, he's got to place all these bombs. Now they can imagine any kind of weapon that they want to, but it's only small weapons and mid-sized weapons. Couldn't they have thought of a tank, maybe?
Well, because the engineer, it's the engineer, right? No, the architect. The architect has
to imagine it, but if you are thinking it up yourself, you can, get it yourself. So I guess the engineer or the architect is getting all these. You have to go into certain people's subconsciouses, and so it ends up you have to go at the very end. You have to go into Leo's subconscious, and his is a very dark one. He doesn't want anybody into that because he created that because he was there for over 10 years in Dreamland, which is probably about 3 hours in regular time. No, it's
the other way around, isn't it? It's longer in the Dreamland than
it is in real world. So he was asleep for maybe 10 hours. I think, but he was like there forever.
10 years or something like that. Yeah, a very long time. But
yeah,
because he runs away from his wife, essentially, like the memory of his wife dying.
Running away from him because she died. She killed herself in reality because she thought that she was living in a dream the whole time. So when she thought she was still living in a dream, she couldn't shake the fact that she was still in a dream. So even though no matter how many times Leo told her, no, you're not in a dream anymore. It's reality. See, look at this shit. And then she ends up falling off of a building to try to jumpstart her back into her version of reality. And so whenever the van actually falls into the water, that jumpstarts every single level from the 4th level all the way up to the 1st level. So that's why everything just explodes, or when the 3rd level explodes and that jumps everybody, and that's where it shows you the very beginning of the movie. That's what I like about Christopher Nolan's movies, is he shows you the very end of his movie at the beginning of the movie. And you see Leo washed up on a beach after he gets off of the Titanic.
It's a movie within a movie.
Sorry. The face I made was priceless. But he sees his friend, that the Japanese guy, and he's an old guy because he died, and he's been waiting for Leo forever, and he thought that he was here to kill him. And so you're sitting there at the beginning of the movie, wait, you're here to kill him? What's going on here? And then you realize at the end of the movie, oh my God, it's that guy who died. And they both wake up at the end of the movie on the airplane getting ready to land. He passes through successfully. So, and then he finally meets his kids. So the movie in and of itself is more of a mind-puzzling thing than Gone Girl. Gone Girl has an actual ending. Even though Gone Girl, you're like, what the hell? Why did you do that? In Inception, you're like,
it's more of a crime.
It is a crime drama, but with Inception, it's more truer to a mystery because it leaves you mysteried, or it leaves you thinking what's going on.
It leaves you mysteried.
It leaves you more mysteried. That's a word. Google it.
It's a mystery within a mystery. It's a mysteried.
It's a mystery within a mystery. Although life in itself is a mystery, isn't it? Are we actually living in our own version of reality? Are we actually only dreaming our thing? Or are we actually in a matrix?
Oh, now we're going to Matrix now?
Should we have taken the blue pill? Or
are you Morpheus now? But in all reality, I mean, I don't know. It's just both these movies are really hard to deathmatch because they're both really solid movies.
But if we want to get into the fact of mystery,
if they want, if we get to the theme, straight down to the theme of this movie, of this podcast, of this deathmatch, that's when they could probably separate a little bit.
That's because mine is more of the mystery film than yours is. Which automatically...
I'm not going to say that.
No, you basically did. You said it.
No, I didn't.
You said it.
No, I
You
didn't.
didn't say it,
I didn't.
but
I did
you
not.
insinuated it.
No,
So
I did not.
you agreed upon consent, which legally speaking means that you
I did
said
not
yes, you win.
say
Just
anything.
because you didn't actually say those words doesn't mean that you
No, I didn't. I
didn't
didn't say. I
intend.
said if it goes down to the mystery type, then yes, that's where they differ.
But what you really meant to say was, yes, Trent, you're right. You are Critically Awesome's movie deathmatch champion mystery version. Mystery
Nope.
edition.
Nope.
That's exactly what you said.
Nope. I'm gonna leave that
Anyways,
to the
you
viewers.
guys can vote live right now. We have a poll in the up right here where this eye is. Right here is where you can vote. Click on that eye. Now go down to where it says Trent apostrophe
Or Garrett. Go to
Trent
Garrett.
or Inception. Click on that button right
Gone Girl. Garrett.
right
Gone
here.
Girl.
All right. Whenever you get to it, you got to click right here where it says Trent. Okay. After you click that button, we will have our live results. And at the end of the podcast, we'll be able to actually tell you who won Critically Awesome's movie Deathmatch. Now, all two of you need to vote.
Which is probably the two of us watching it.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Right now, it's tied at 50-50 because Garrett voted for himself and I voted for me. So you can vote right now. Go to our poll. Live vote. We'll be able to tell you. I'll tell you the winner on Preview Tuesday. Hopefully, it's changed by that time. So,
If not, it's okay. We'll keep doing this though because I enjoy it. It especially gets us more into watching movies sometimes if we haven't seen them too. Because I haven't seen Gone Girl till I watched it now. So, and I'm glad I watched it actually. I definitely enjoyed watching it.
but yeah, so don't forget to vote. I'm pretty sure that this is going to stay up the entire time, seeing as it's a card. Upper right-hand corner where the eye is at, you can find it. Just move your mouse across the screen, find the eye, click on the eye, and then click on Trent Inception or Garrett Gone Girl. The winner is going to get a no prize.
Yay, no prize!
We have to find our own word for that.
Yeah,
because that's off of another podcast, and we don't want to rip off of other people's podcasts. We want to have our own podcast. We want to make ours unique. So, anyways, guys, that wraps up Critically Awesome's movie deathmatch number 3, mystery edition. Garrett v. Trent.
How about an awesome prize?
Critically Awesome's awesome prize. I think that sounds pretty cool.
That's a mouthful.
What do you think? You're a mouthful.
But
a CA prize. We can call it a CA prize.
A CA prize?
Yeah.
We'll think about it. Maybe you guys can help us a little bit. Maybe
let us know. In the comments below, tell us what we should name our no prize or something that you just get credit for. Like, hey, yeah, good job. We don't want to call it a no prize because that's somebody else's. They might actually watch our podcast and be like, whoa, bro, you're stealing off of us. So we want to make our content completely original. So you tell us in the comments below, go to our Facebook, go to our Twitter, go to our Instagram. Tell us what should we name our no prize. Since you're not going to get anything. Should it be CA prize? Should it be Critically Awesome's prize? Should it just be Awesome prize? You tell us, and then Garrett and I will deliberate, and we will give you an answer as soon as we know. If you guys don't choose it for us, we'll find something eventually.
Yeah. We're almost to 50 viewers or 50 subscribers.
Right.
So
we are almost to 50 subscribers, guys. That is awesome. We are at 48% of the way. I am going to be really happy if we get to 50, but I really want you guys to help us out for us to get to 100 subscribers by August 10th. And then if we get up to about 150 subscribers, because 200 just seems too far away for that short amount of time. If we get to 150 subscribers by October 4th, then Garrett has to do something embarrassing. So guys, we need your help. Please help us get to that milestone. We really want to get to 100 subscribers. That would be amazing. Anyways, guys, don't forget to vote for Team Trent in that live poll or Team Garrett.
Vote Team Garrett, guys. Remember that. Vote Team Garrett, Gone Girl.
And we want Inception to win, guys, because that one is more true to the mystery theme.
No.
Anyways, guys, voting is purely up to you guys. You vote on passion, creativity, and facts are the point. Whoever you thought had the best facts or whoever you thought had the most passion about their topic, whoever talked the most about their topic, then
He talks
go ahead.
all the time anyways, and usually it's just jabber anyway, so.
Anyways, you guys are the ones who vote. We really appreciate you guys and all that you do.
Yeah,
please continue to support us. Tell your moms, your grandma's grandma, your boyfriend's sister, and
your great uncle cousins twice removed that now in jail. Go tell him that.
And if you know a guy named Bubba, tell him about us too, because we want a guy named Bubba for some reason. Anyways, spread the word, share our page, make sure everyone subscribes to us. If they don't have a YouTube account, show them how to make a YouTube account, and we can be their first subscription to YouTube. That would be awesome.
Yes, it would.
Anyways, guys. Go ahead.
Also, like you said, follow us on any of our social medias, Facebook or Twitter. That's usually what we use most of all, and that's the best way to keep up to date with all the going-ons of what me and Trenton do, as well as we like to try posting a lot of stuff, a lot of geeky, nerdy stuff that we find on Facebook and all that. We like to try to share that with you guys as well on our Facebook page or Twitter as well. So definitely make sure you go follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe, to our channel on YouTube. We can't do this without you guys, so we definitely enjoy this, and we hope you enjoy watching us. I know sometimes we get a little dull, but we're definitely still learning, and we're getting better each week. So
for sure, guys. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and do something that we don't really ever do. I'm going to go ahead and let's do a live selfie, guys. Hey
guys, what's up? Yeah, we got a live selfie now.
Live selfie. That's something that you're going to see on Instagram right about. Actually, we don't really have to put a caption. Yeah, we do. We should go ahead and put a caption. What's the caption? # Team Trent, # Team Garrett, Batman v Superman. All right, Team
Batman v Superman.
Or Garrett
Dawn of Awesome. Yeah, Garrett v Trent. Dawn of Awesome. Vote.
Garrett v Trent. Dawn of Awesome. Vote for Trent. He's the one who made all this happen. And is now on Instagram, guys. So if you aren't subscribed to us on Instagram, which we have more Instagram viewers than we do anybody. We have 90 followers on Instagram. I want 90 subscribers. So if you are a follower of us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube for sure. We will really appreciate you guys. Anyways, Garrett, go ahead and close us out with yours.
All right, guys. Well, I guess, of course, you can always follow us personally. I have a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Snapchat as well. We might try maybe putting in the descriptions below, maybe try getting all those back in there before this is over. I think we can do that maybe before we process. So you on Facebook, it's my name, my full name, Garrett Donavant. Twitter is the Fester, capital T, capital F, and underscore the underscore Fester. And then also Instagram is just my full name as well. So I don't know if you want to say any of your plugs, Trenton.
You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat. Sometimes I have some pretty good stories that'll make you laugh. Or I might even inspire you for the day, depending on how I feel. And definitely follow us on our all of our pages accounts.
Social needs.
For sure. Social meets. If you're gonna sound like a white girl, at least sound like a proper white girl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guys, I actually did take notes this week.
Which is surprising.
As I was watching the movies, this is the hot, crazy scale that I was talking about. That X right there is about where Ben Affleck's wife was.
She's off the scale. What are you talking about?
On the crazy side, but if we put her too far on the crazy side below the hot line, then it just doesn't work because she was at least a decently attractive woman.
Yeah,
And,
true.
you know, so, but she was just fucking crazy. So the hotter you get, the crazier you get. Everybody knows.
Trenton.
What?
Language.
What did I say?
What do you think you said?
I don't remember.
Let's end this now before you say anything else that you regret. All right, guys. Well, I'm
I
Garrett.
said she was a decently attractive woman.
No, you said something worse. I'm
That she was a
Garrett,
bitch?
and I'm critically awesome, guys.
And I'm Trent, and I am critically awesome. We will see you guys next week. And don't forget, stay awesome, guys. We love you.
See you guys.